What it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
All right, man. We seen Floyd Mayweather with the RIZIN president or owner of RIZIN, excuse me, however you pronounce it. I don't want to be disrespectful with my blueface voice. And Dana White. We just gonna start there, and then we get to Eubanks. I don't know. I'll call it hating. Or I don't know. He gives an opinion on Billy Joe Saunders and Canelo outcome, okay? So I'm gonna make sure I get this right. So it said Floyd Mayweather meeting with UFC boss Dana White and RIZIN CEO Nabu, I can't pronounce his name, Saka Parara. Overnight, Floyd worked with Dana White for the Conor McGregor fight in 2017, and RIZIN hosted him an exhibition in Japan in 2018. My whole thing is, if this is, him not fighting Jake Paul or them kind of setting him trying to get money, he need money. Shut up and down. All right, man, I'm going to just put it to you this way, okay? If you, let's say for 20 years, you got some situations where you get a full pension after 20 years, and you lifting fucking rocks. You lifting rocks every day. And you can get out in 20 years. Full pension, full benefits, pocket full of money. Your pension say, or whatever, your 401k, whatever it is, say you can go work at Walmart or do your thing, or just, travel the world. Blah, blah, start your business, whatever you want to do. Are you going to keep fucking picking up rocks? Or are you going to, do something else? And that's my whole thing. Floyd is what? Let me see how Floyd is. And I don't care how addicted he is to boxing. Floyd, 44 years old. Just turned 44. At 44, for the dude that cry about, taking punishment, do you really want to keep, no matter if it's versus Japanese guys, or versus, a YouTuber, it's versus 50 Cent or UFC guy. At the end of the day, if it's an exhibition or a real fight, if you're 44 or 444, if you get knocked out, it's over with. Just to show Floyd Mayweather. All right, look, put it to you this way. You working, right? Let's say you work 2 jobs. I never knew nobody work 2 jobs ago. Let's say you work 2 jobs to fund your business. Or say you work 2 jobs, have multiple incomes to help fund your business to be real estate, to buy houses, rent them out, buy another house, rent them out, buy houses, right? You get to the point where you got 10, really, off of 5 houses in the right market, even in the ghetto, off of 5 houses for $700 a house per month, that's good. That's beautiful. That's like what? What I say, 5 houses, that's $3,500 coming in a month. You know what I'm saying? It's $3,500 coming in a month. You could work part-time and bring in an extra, extra 1,000 and be all right in most situations. You do 10 houses, my math right, 7 bands? You making all that money sitting on your ass, just, going to see houses. Let's say with real estate, you doing, if you're really going to, expand your horizons. You working 3-4 hours a day at the most. Maybe you do an 8-hour day, you hire a plumber or somebody to fix a house. Would you go back to work if you driving buses? If you picking up rocks, working the plant? Some people would, but I wouldn't. If I'm getting punched upside my head, I'm not doing that. If Floyd is a true businessman, why not go open up a business and watch it grow money? Why not get into Cairo currency? You know what I'm saying? Why not go get into real estate? Floyd could take $1 million and get into real estate in a lot of places, and he gonna make that money back. Floyd go buy 20 houses. Let's say 10 bands a month. Probably not even 10 bands a month, even more than that, 10 bands a month plus the security deposit, all that. He had 220,000 plus at the end of the year. He do it again next year, go to 20 houses. And that's just minimum money for Floyd, but he's not a businessman. He don't negotiate contracts. You see Jeff Bezos step down from Amazon to a minor role because he making money. He can do that. He don't want to go do the day-to-day operations. Well, my point is, a real businessman, I know how to get money and hustle 2,000, 20, 50,000 ways. Not gonna go back to a grunt job and poor man's job, get punched into the head. He need money. That it takes gas to fill a car. It takes money to fund that lifestyle. And he didn't understand to size down that lifestyle to live comfortable. He ain't did that. He want to be money man. He need attention. He gonna be broke like everybody else in a minute. Just like a lot of guys around the PBC situation. A lot of them dudes hurting from what I see. But and they run out of money. I heard that last night too. So it's true that money getting funny. But let's get to Chris Eubanks. Get off some tunes. Trying to sound like Ernie Isaac. I played the guitar shortly. That's wild. I played a lot of instruments. Never stuck with it though. For the numerous reasons. He says that Saunders is going to get hurt. Chris Eubanks, I'm going to put 100 pounds to bet on Canelo. 10,000 pounds to bet on Canelo to knock Saunders out. That's what I think is going to happen. I like Saunders is going to get knocked out. Eubanks told Talk Sports, quote, I don't really feel like Saunders has improved since he's last fought me. I think he is the same guy. I'm levels and levels above what I was when I first got into the ring with Saunders. I feel like he is the same guy. That guy that can't beat someone like Canelo. Somebody who's going to be successful against Canelo, you have to find a very different mindset, a very different approach to the average boxer. I don't think Saunders has what it takes. I have what it takes. I know the way to beat Canelo. I'm sure I will get my shot within the next couple of years, but it's a very bad fight for Saunders, and if it happens, he's going to get knocked out. I agree. I can see where he's coming from a logical standpoint, but sound like he hating, or he just had malice because the fight went Billy Joe Saunders' way, and Chris Eubanks had a chance. Some people thought he should have won that fight, but you don't have what it takes to beat Canelo. You couldn't even you got bailed out from Korobov having a back injury. But I do agree with him, and what he's trying to say is Billy Joe Saunders don't have the style. He don't have the style to put the smack of down on Canelo or to walk away with a decision. He don't have the power. You got to have power, and you got to have a chin to knock Canelo out. That's just what it is. Billy Joe Saunders is not going to sit there and box Canelo. We seen Lara box Canelo. You know what I'm saying? And still don't get the decision. Even if he go in there and do what he got to do, and he don't knock Canelo out, he going to get robbed. Just what it is. No matter if Eddie Hearn promote Canelo too now. Canelo bring way more money than Billy Joe Saunders. So I get what he's saying. And, is he going to get knocked out? I can see it. Billy Joe never been knocked out before. And Canelo, I feel like David Lemieux a better puncher than Canelo. But then right under David Lemieux is Canelo. And the difference between Canelo will make him a better puncher, not as far as just raw power, is counter punching. Punch variation, punch variety, punch placement, accuracy. And I agree with Chris Eubanks. I think Billy Joe Saunders going to sleep. He going to get tucked in Dallas that night. And we all know, there's no secret. We all know Billy Joe Saunders going for that nice nap. We all know if he don't go for a nap, Billy Joe Saunders not winning that fight. So where's the intrigue in Canelo fights? There's no intrigue. He not fighting the guys that have a chance to push him. I'm going to say beat him, but push him. Andrade, Jamal, David Benavidez. He's not fighting those guys. So I have zero interest in him going upside Billy Joe Saunders' head, but I know it's going to happen. I'm more interested in Andrew Ruiz fighting Chris Arreola. I'm more interested in Jose Ramirez. I'm more interested in Sergey Lippietz and Jaron Ennis. I'm more interested in knowing what Virgil Ortiz's next fight going to be. I'm more interested in Terrence Crawford's next fight. I'm more interested in Erlen Ugas. Because I know it's a chance that a lot of those fights can go. It's somewhat if more of a chance than those fights go the other way than Billy Joe Saunders and Canelo. And that's my opinion, man. I don't have no ill will towards Canelo Alvarez. It's just that, his fights seem a little bit fixed. And if you beat him, you still gonna lose like Lara. You still gonna lose like Cotto. You still gonna get a split decision like Floyd Mayweather. So what's the point? Unless you can knock him out, it's not gonna. Or you can outvalue him. It's not gonna happen. But hey, let me know what you think about the Floyd situation. Let me know what you think about Billy Joe, nemesis Chris Eubanks putting 10 racks for him to get knocked out by Canelo. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All my social media subscription. Twitter's the fastest way than Facebook and Instagram. Facebook link there as well too. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well. Description as well too. Best way to donate. Share the video. Peace.